Hey everyone, it's Rochelle here with Losing It on Keto. And in this video, what I wanted to share with you are my July results following the PSMF protocol. So, bottom line is um, I surpassed my August goal in July. So I'm actually working on my September goal now. So I lost 15.9 pounds in the month of July. So I'm completely thrilled with that. Like I said, I blew through my August goal. And so since I've been tracking, which has been May 15th, I've lost 34.3 pounds. I started this reboot on March 25th, but I've shared with you before, didn't have the courage to get on the scale. I didn't want to depress myself when I had finally motivated myself to start. So I know I've lost a ton of inches. I know I've lost a ton of weight just based on my clothes. But in terms of actual pounds, I've got a fairly good idea. But I didn't get on the scale until May 15th. So anyways, that's my progress in terms of the weight loss for the month of July. Then just to show you some monthly averages here. So overall, July encompassed weeks 15 through 18 predominantly, a couple days into week 19 on my overall reboot. You can see what my weekly average, my daily average per week for macros are here. Let's see, and down on the bottom, that's my target. The 918 calories per day is my target. So one thing, if you've been following my progress results, you will note these calories are higher than I typically have on PSMF. And the reality was, July I was hungrier. I had a vacation in Utah. And I just went with the flow. And it must have been needed because I certainly got the results. So I've shared with you before, I'm doing this more instinctively. I'm killing it. So over on the right, you can see what the percentage breakdowns are between the protein, the fat, and the carbs on a average basis per day for each of those 4 weeks. Let's see. Then if you want to drill down into these a little bit further, you can see the daily. So rather than just the average, you can see what actual macros I had for each day that made those up. Let's see if there's anything here I wanna call out. So the July 4th through the 8th, and then I kind of carried it over into the 9th. Those were my vacation days. That I traveled to Utah, so you see higher calories there. But anyways, nothing much I want to call out here. I just wanted to show you the data. And then in terms of meal plans, now this isn't meant to be, this is what I had on Monday, this is what I had on Tuesday for the first week or anything. What I did was I did a review of what my overall meal plans were for the month of July. And these are the ones that were unique. Because when I make a recipe, I tend to have it until I consume those ingredients. So I tend to repeat. But I've been asked about, and I'll do more on this soon, but I've been asked to share what does a day look like. And I've also shared that my recipes that I do on my channel, I incorporate. So when you see my recipe videos, I don't just do those for the channel. I'm doing those because it's part of my my diet, and I factor them into my meal plans. So some of these you won't recognize yet because they're videos to come. I haven't published them yet. They're still in the editing process, so I apologize about that. But in terms of the overall meals that I've had, when I just break this down, so one day, 2 large egg white bites that included Amy Lou sausage, and I've shown you that in a video. I've also shown you this next one in the video, meal 2, which is having the Amy Lou chicken sausage on a BBBE roll. And then I've shared with you that a staple of my PSMF protocol is Jello/pudding. And this one here is referring to the no dairy version that I came up with that I make with water. And then another meal that fits into that day is a repeat of meal 2, but just using 2 chicken sausages rather than 1 on the BBBE roll. And then topping it off with PSMF ice cream, which is common for me on this protocol. And then another meal plan that's a staple of mine is having a turkey sandwich on the outer aisle, sandwich thins. And then that same Jello/pudding made with water. And then I've done a video on the scrambled eggs with toast where I made the toast out of the pasta. And then topping in the scrambled eggs being whether it's 2 egg whites or 3 egg whites with 1 egg, that's what I'm referring to there. And then topping that off with PSMF ice cream. And then another meal plan in the month was the same turkey sandwich, same Jello, and then I just, everything the same except I swapped out what the dinner was, and this was a turkey and white sauce pasta, and I made the white sauce out of a chicken stock with sour cream mixed in. And once again, this is a video that I've yet to publish. You'll see coming out in the next couple of weeks. And then another meal plan, having French toast. This is another video that's going to be coming. And then I think I have published, or actually maybe this is another video that's coming. An easier way to do the pudding. And then chicken Alfredo. Yes, I said chicken Alfredo. That's another video that's yet to publish. Sorry about this. It's hard to do these results and share what I consumed in the meal plans when the videos that I've recorded over that month haven't yet published, because editing takes a lot of time. But anyways, another day on PSMF protocol, French toast, pudding, and then chicken pita with chicken rice. And I'm absolutely thrilled about that recipe because it's taken me a long time to nail that. And then topping that off with PSMF ice cream. And then turkey sandwich on the outer aisle, sandwich thins with protein chips. Those are things you've seen before. The garlic chicken roll-ups, you've seen that, or the hamburger steak, either one. I've switched these up, and these were my meal plans I had when I was on vacation in Utah. And then the easy pudding, and I can't remember, I should know this, I can't remember if this video has been released yet or not, where I show the effect. In fact, you know what? I know it's not released. It's actually going to be one of the first videos, new videos that comes out, because this is when I show the effects of tarragon. So sorry about that. And then the sweet bread. That's another video that's going to come out. That's going to be part of the French toast video. And then another meal plan is the chicken pita with the carnivore rice, the pudding again, the chicken Alfredo again, and then the PSMF ice cream. And one thing that you may notice here is how I'll fit my meal plan. So this is a tip. How I get my macros to fit is I may have a recipe, but if I have the whole recipe, it may not fit. So I'll cut the recipe. So, for example, the chicken sausages on the BBE roll. Well, for lunch I had one sausage, but for dinner I had two. And then in the Alfredo, in this one under Thursday, that was a whole and that's a lot, by the way. The entire recipe is a lot. So then what I did when, say, come Saturday, I cut that in half. So same dish, I just reduced the quantity. And that's a tip for how you make PSMF work with your macros. So anyways, there were some meal plans that I had over the course of July that yielded these results. And then just a couple more things. Over July, I was very consistent with my walking, the 90-minute to 2-hour walk Monday through Friday, and then golfing on the weekends. And I've shared with you, as I said, I'm doing this more instinctively. I really feel like I'm setting myself up for long-term success because if I've been hungry, I have had more protein, and then I find that it modulates, and then I go back to having less protein because on days I don't need it, and it's just working out. So I really feel like I'm setting myself up for long-term success. And then a couple of days a month, I'll have my favorite sweets, the Lily's caramels, milk chocolate caramels. And yeah, well, they're keto, they're not PSMF, and depending on how many you have, you can even knock yourself out of ketosis. But I'm doing these things and I'm getting right back onto my PSMF protocol, and it's working for me. So I don't feel deprived. And the results are motivating in and of itself. So it's motivating to say, yeah, I have this one day, but get back. Another thing that's unique about July is before, when I followed a PSMF protocol, I did not incorporate dairy. Well, this time around I am, and especially recently and maybe it's because of all the viral videos or whatever, I've gotten caught up in the cottage cheese craze because you realize how much protein is in cottage cheese, and I found ways to make recipes, PSMF recipes using cottage cheese that are facsimiles of some of my favorite sad meals. Hence the chicken Alfredo that's to come. But anyways, so I've had a fair amount of meals that had some dairy in it in the month of July. And I lost 15.9 pounds. So if I had any concerns that dairy may affect my results, July did not yield that. So I'm thrilled to be able to incorporate dairy and get the results that I'm getting. And then the last thing I just wanted to hit on, which is I've consistently incorporated my pudding and my ice cream, and I've even added a sweetbread. And you know, my results are not slowed by this. So I wanted to emphasize that as well. So that is July. I can't be happier. I'm not happy that I'm sick right now, but I'm thrilled with my results for July. And like I said, I blew through my August goal. So right now I'm working on achieving my September goal in August. So hopefully when September 1 comes around and I weigh myself, I'm hoping I hit October's goal. We'll see. We'll see. I don't expect to lose 16 pounds a month. So, but that happened in July and I'm thrilled with it and I'll take it. And so that'll do it. Be on the lookout for the recipe videos that I mentioned in this progress report. This was by no means meant to be a teaser for those. I apologize that this video is coming out before those have been published. But anybody who knows this knows editing is a chunk of time. And so that's why the delay. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, I hope this information is helpful. I hope this information is motivating. I hope it's inspirational. It certainly is for me. I'm feeling, especially when I started this on March 25th, this is the strongest I've ever been going on a reboot this far into the protocol. So here I am in August, and I have no diet fatigue or protocol fatigue or anything like that. And I think it's because of, not being so rigid for so long like I've always done before, hence the definition of insanity. So I'm looking for a different result. I'm looking for long-term success, and I think I'm setting myself up nicely for that. So I'm going super strong, looking forward to my August results. And so that'll do it. Thanks, everyone.